Hello, storytellers. Welcome to Storytelling Tarot. My name is Jeida K, and I'm so excited to have you here with me today. I hope that y'all are having a good day. And look, I'm still not in my setup. I'm still not in my office the way I need to be. I am sitting in front of my empty bookshelf on the floor, but that's okay. It's okay. That's okay. We gonna rock with what we got, okay? We're gonna rock with what we got. I'm excited tonight because I want to try something new, something that just came to me. So we just gonna rock with it. Um, Introducing, I guess, Tarot Talk. I was just sitting here just thinking about this moment that we're in. So much that's going on in the world, in this country. For those of you who are in the States. And I've just been thinking about the clients that I've been seeing and just wondering, like, do we need a word, right? And so I was like, let's just do a tarot talk. Let's just see like what the ancestors have to say. And if so the way that I'm going to move this, like I asked the ancestors, is there something to talk about tonight? And they gave me a card, which we'll talk about in a minute. And I said, okay, cool. So I know that I can formulate a question around this card. So how are we gonna do this? So we just gonna try this out and see if we like this format. So we're gonna talk about the Knight of Wands tonight. We're gonna talk about taking action. We're gonna talk about getting ourselves in the mix and figuring out what is our work right now, right? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Knight of Wands. I pulled some cards for the collective so we can talk about collectively, like what is something that we can be doing as the collective. All of those, I'm including the collective, anybody who wants to receive this word for themselves, right? Um, and then, if you're interested, I will take you all one by one. If you want me to answer that question for you with the cards, what action should I be taking? And if you know that's you, then you'll just leave me a donation. You can either do that in the form of a super chat. You can do that in the form of, there's a link in the description. But we're answering only that one question. So if you have another question, you have to book me for a reading for that. But I want to just focus. So this tarot talk, we're only focusing tonight on action, the Knight of Wands. So if you know you're trying to figure out like, what is my next step? What am I supposed to be focusing on? Then that is what we'll do at that time. So if that sounds cool, then we'll go with that. I see y'all in the chat. I see y'all hanging, pulling up. Hey Sydney, hey Simone, hey Imani. Yes, you caught two lives, child. What in the world am I? What's going on over here? Hi, Liz. It's so good to see you. Welcome in. Hey, Dage. So good to see you. Welcome in. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and get started. So, first things first, like I said, the card we're going to focus on tonight is the Knight of Wands. We're talking about taking action, right? Hey, Jemiah. So good to see you. Welcome in. So we're talking about taking action with the Knight of Wands. And I don't know, like on social media, it's been really controversial lately about who should be taking action, who should be sitting at home, who should be resting, right? Um, and I just thought that I thought this is such an appropriate card. Like this card, like jumped out the deck when I started like sitting down and meditating, like on what I want to talk about tonight. This card jumped out, and I thought how appropriate that the Knight of Wands would want to show itself, right? And so this is exciting because when I think of the Knight of Wands, I think about the actions, not only that we're taking, I think about um, moving from the seat of our pants, right? Moving from the seat of our creativity, from the seat of our um, um, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a juicy word that I'm trying to find. Um, from our like, is it like the root chakra? Because I started like kind of, it's like the root chakra. It's like moving from our eroticism, our sensuality, our senses, right? Um, there's something about like taking action that just kind of comes upon you, right? The spontaneous thing. And I know that the Knight of Wands can be a little reckless sometimes. And also, we all could benefit from tapping into our inner Knight of Wands. I love this particular card. This is the only card that I have available. This is the only deck I have available while I'm still kind of like unpacking. But I love that this card is here because this Knight of Wands, I love that it's depicting a tree doing something that we don't normally see, right? Which is walking, right? Moving, moving forward. And there's no other like trees around to like root on this Knight of Wands, which to me talks about how sometimes we are needing to take action that's not going to be readily accepted or appreciated or applauded. Hello, triple A's, right? That's necessary for us to remember is that when we're talking about taking action in this season, it's not always for that outward acceptance, right? There's something about us, like I said, like moving from the seat of your pants and moving from the seat of your desire, right? To accomplish what you know you're supposed to be accomplishing at this time. So the cards that I pulled for the collective, I see people already leaving in your donations. I'm excited to get into this for y'all individually. Yeah. The cards that I pulled for the collective, when I said, okay, what is it that we're supposed to be doing right now? What is the collective supposed to be doing? We already know, many of us know that there are uprisings and protests. I don't even use the word uprising. Well, no. Uprising can be appropriate. In the city of Los Angeles, not very far, not too far from where I am, there are people who are saying, no, not here, not in our house. Get this fascism out of here. We will protect each other. We are not going to go away silently or obediently. And so the people are resisting. And I love that. I love that the people are resisting. Yeah. And so what then? And that's just one story, right? There's um, that country that starts with a letter I has seized the flotilla, um, a ship that was going to give aid to our siblings in Palestine. People were just trying to help the Palestinians, give them food, give them water, give them resources, give them medical, uh, all the things, all the things. And they were captured, right? They are being held. Apparently, that's the last that I heard about it. So there's a lot going on. Those are just two stories that I can think of at the top of my head. And so collectively, right? What are we supposed to be doing now? What's the action we can be taking as the collective? And it might not be on a large scale, like the things that I'm talking about that's happening globally and happening on a national level, but what can you be doing in your own community? What can you be doing in your own house, right? In your own families, in your own friend groups? So the cards that I pulled for us, we have the Four of Swords, we have the Eight of Cups, and we have, mm, I want y'all, those of y'all in the chat who can read tarot, I just want to know what you think. Even before I just, like, I'm going to start speaking in just a moment. But just off these three cards alone, what are you intuiting? What, even if it's a word or a phrase? My hoodoo babies who are in the chat, y'all know who I am. I'd be like, what's the word? So I want to know, based off these cards, do I have them in the right order? Yeah. Based off these cards, what are you receiving? I missed my top down. I missed my top down so y'all can see the cards on the table, but we're gonna do this for now. Even just a word or phrase that's coming to you as you look at these cards, just let me know. I would love to see that in the chat. I see y'all have tapped in for actions to be taken. Thank you, Deja, for letting me know, because if it's not on YouTube, then I'll have to go look for it. I think I have my phone on. Oh no, I see it. Okay, cool. So we have the Four of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and Justice. Love this. Because the Four of Swords, when I first saw that card, I kind of chuckled because I was like, the Four of Swords typically is a card that people that lends to rest, right? It shows, even on this card, it shows this tree bending itself to or being bending, right? Almost like contorted, and these swords are kind of supporting it, right? Yeah. Oh, I see some. Deja says ground up healing. I love that. Ground up healing. Yeah, give me some more. I see Sydney says, leave what keeps you from your restfulness and go get your justice. If it doesn't bring you rest, it won't bring you justice. Ooh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was so fascinated by this whole thing about rest. Rest and justice, says Sydney, can be interrupted so many ways, but if it brings unease to your spirit, it will not bring you the justice you deserve. Oh, beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. Come on, look at my hoodoo babies in the chat. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hold on. C just became a member. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, wait, do I have, hold on. Do I have Hey, thank you for becoming a member. Yes. Yeah, that's so good. What y'all are saying is so good. So good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rest and justice. Let me say that again. Sydney says rest and justice can be interrupted so many ways, but if it brings unease to your spirit, it will not bring you the justice you deserve. Mm, that's a mighty word. That's a mighty word. Huh. As I was looking at this, and please continue to share your thoughts and ideas, even if it's riffing off of something that somebody else said, because I also love what Deja said about ground up healing. Anything that comes to you, like drop it in the chat. Let's converse about it. As I was looking at these cards together and thinking about this as an action, right? The Four of Swords can speak to us about rest, but it also speaks to me about remembrance. Hmm. Remembrance, right? Because if I wish that I had the Rider Waite Smith, no, I don't have no decks around. I don't know why I'm looking. I wish that I had the Rider Waite Smith um, deck so that you all could see. But I'll describe it to you. But it's a soldier who is lying on top of a grave, right? And as what we learn and what we know about that card is that this person has come from war or come from battle, and they are remembering the dead. They are remembering and honoring. It's almost like a memorial, right? So they come back to remember whose lives have been lost. And so I'm gonna tell you now, I am not the one who is like, that's not our fight. Because I'm not one of those ones that's like, that's not for us. I'm not resisting. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm going to brunch. Not me, not over here. What's I think more powerful is for us to remember. Hmm? So first, I'm gonna always say, remember our ancestors. That's the first action. Is to remember our ancestors. Remember the suffering of those living and who have already transitioned into the next life. Remembering. Remembering your soul, right? Remembering who is actually your enemy. Remembering who is actually your ally. Remembering that yourself can be source. Hello? What are we being called to remember in this moment? And we shift from the Four of Swords into the Eight of Cups, right? The Eight of Cups being the card of dropping it like it's hot and moving on to the next thing, right? So, how can we allow the remembrance to inspire us into the next thing? How can we allow, I was talking to a client about this today, the power of going back, returning again, right? There was, um, oh, I love this. Thank you for the super chat. Yay. Hold on. I see y'all. I see y'all in the chat. Let me see what y'all saying. I'm gonna come back to what I was saying, but I want to make sure I also acknowledge what y'all saying in the chat. Re-indigenize your spirit and your community. Remember who you were before society told you who you were. Your body remembers. Come on, preach it, Sydney. That's right. Hey, Adeze. Remembrance. What is your why? Not bring Umar, but what? Not be bring Umar, but what happened to the original plot of the movie? Yeah. How do we get back on track? If the plan has now changed, how can we move differently? That's exactly what these cards are saying, Adeze. The to me, the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups is saying, remember where we started. Oh, sorry, I'm backwards. Remember what we're here for. Remember whose we are, right? And it's not just remembering that we are a part of our ancestral lineage, but also I am mine and you are yours, but also I am yours and you are mine, right? As community members. If I can remember that, then whatever it was that that I thought was important, I'm putting that down for you. Whatever it was that I thought needed more of my time, I'm putting that down for you. There's something that's like more important than we're giving our time and attention to. So the first step, the first action is remembering, and then we pivot. It's just like Adeze said. How can we move differently? Ancestral veneration is so important right now. Going back to the divine, going back to whatever your ancestral practices are, returning to those old ways, that's going to be key. Because not only with the Four of Swords does that replenish you, right? It will also revitalize, right? Reignite, right? Because we're talking about the Knight of Wands. What is going to be the fire that makes the tree start to walk across the street? To do something that doesn't even seem possible. But when spirit gets involved, there ain't nothing that can't happen, right? Spirit says that our remembrance, moving into the pivot, is what helps bring about justice, Yeah, that's what helps bring about the justice. Justice being we about our business now, right? Justice means we're not waiting even on the justice system to see us because we see each other. Justice meaning, how can I take it into my own hands, right? And do what needs to be done. How can I get out into the streets like the people in Los Angeles right now, right? What is my role in this now? Because I am not one of those ones that thinks that everybody's supposed to be out in the streets. I don't. I think that there's something that we can all do that is active for this moment. And also, it's not going to look the same. It shouldn't look the same. It's dangerous if it looks the same, right? Hear me. It is dangerous for us to move the same. Because once the enemy figures it out, we're done. We're done. So the stealthy way to move is for us to all have our own way, our own influence, right? Different ways that we resist, different ways that we join in the movement, different ways that we serve, different ways that we show up. Hold on, y'all. uh Not, yeah. My man texting me talking about he about to drop the kids off. I'm like, I'm alive. Different ways that we show up is going to make this um is going to make our strategies unstoppable because we won't be predictable, right? They won't understand how we are continuing to um, sustain, right? I see some wellness workers um, in the chat, therapists, coaches in the chat, artists in the chat, writers in the chat, creatives in the chat. No matter where you are in the field, what can you do first to remember? Come back to yourself and yourselves so that you can hold, right? Hold the stories and the memories of those who have gone on. And so that you can allow the dead to speak to you, to remind you, oh, wait, this is where I'm supposed to go, right? This is where I'm supposed to move. This is how I'm supposed to be directed and redirected so that we can enact justice, so that we can even the scales. This is the action that we take. This is how we become trees that walk. Bottom of the deck was regeneration. This is how we keep our root system strong. We can't all do the same things. There's power, though. We allow ourselves to continue to live and grow and be and move and have our being when we are functioning within community by all of us helping each other remember. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope that that was helpful, y'all. I hope that was helpful. Um, Jemiah, I love how you bring in the card at the bottom of the deck. It's so smooth. You know, another one that I love also is the heart of the matter, which, by the way, let me go and check it. Let's see. What's the heart of the matter? Look at that. The world. We got to come together. It's all of us together. I love this for a collective reading. But you know, the world for me lets me know that we're going to be all right. Ain't that what Kendrick said? We're going to be all right. And the world says so. But this is also my ancestral approval card, meaning that the ancestors approve of us moving, thriving, taking action, and knowing that action is not going to look the same. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to the bottom of the deck. I like to say, yeah, the bottom of the deck is Bay, but also the heart of the matter also gets to it too in a different way. So yeah, cool, cool, cool. All right, so I see that we have some people who I'm going to move to individual reads, and the way this is going to flow, I'm going to ask the same question for everybody. Tonight we're talking about action. Um, yeah, the bottom of the deck, to me, the bottom of the deck adds context. Sometimes it helps me for myself or even with clients. If I pull a card, I'm like, what are we talking about? Right? Even if there is a question that we ask, what are we talking about? Uh, the bottom of the deck normally answers that question for me. Yeah. All right. So we're going to ask the same question for everybody, which is what action should you be taking or focusing on right now? We got the collective word, but now let's get an individual word. If you donated on another app, like not on Super Chat where I can visibly see, just let me know. Yeah, Adeze says that root system all has one source. Woo! That's a good card. That's good. I love that. Let's see. We have Imani is first. And the question is, what action action should Imani be taking at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Ooh, child. I feel the Father is real strong all of a sudden. Yeah. Thank you, ancestral fathers and mothers. What action should Imani be taking at this time? What action? Hey, Jemiah, I see your super chat. Thank you. You are in the queue, boo. I think I had, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Imani and then Liz and then Deja and then Simone. I think that's how it came through. Because I know Deja came in a different way. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Spirit. For Imani, what's the action that should be taken? Imani, ooh, you got the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Mm. Go back to the thing. Go back to the ideas, the projects, the situations from the past. There's something there for you. Go back to the old thing that you were creating, working on, particularly if it has something to do with like something to do with money or about your resources. Is there somebody who owes you an apology or who you owe an apology? There's something here about it feels like something's going to be rekindled. And so maybe it could be time for you to yeah, go back to an old thing. Mm, mm. There may be someone in your past who can actually be of service to you in this season ahead, Imani. But it might not be somebody that you expect. That's why I said someone that maybe it might be someone who uh, like it's not giving best friend, like somebody from the past in that way, but just somebody from your past that maybe things are kind of mm. Let me tell it to you the way that I'm hearing it. There are things that I sense that you want to achieve. There may be people from your past that you do not expect to help you that will actually be helpful for you. And so Spirit is saying, do not be afraid to like reach out and to let what those things are that you need be known. Let people help you. Um, it's particularly, it seems like people that may have let you down in the past, but I feel, let me tell you why. Bottom of the deck was the star. So, the star speaks about faith and hope in something. So again, back to what I was saying before about something, an idea or something that you may have dropped in the past. Make sure something that you let go of that actually may be lucrative or supportive for you, something that you may not have believed in. Spirit is saying go back and imbue your ashe into the old thing that you might have given up on too soon. Return to it. Return to it. Okay, y'all. See y'all. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in money. Is there anything else? Mm-mm. I just really get the sense that you're sitting on like ideas or like I don't know if it's like things that you want to do that's going to like connect you with people or connect you to. There's something here that you're I don't know, you sitting on something. Spirit is saying don't sit on it no more. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to leave it at that. Don't sit on it. Hey Emilia, I see you in here. I see you. I see you. All right. Liz, let's see. What action should you be taking at this time? What action should you be taking at this time? All right, I forgot. I put the Knight of Wands back in the deck, but I wanted to leave the Knight of Wands out. Oops. So if it comes out later, then I'll just set it to the side. What action should Liz be taking or focusing on at this time? What action should Liz be taking or focusing on at this time? You have Eight of Cups and Four of Wands. Hmm. If you're holding on to any like emotional things, emotional attachments from the past, Spirit saying let that drop it, let it go, let it go, and start to pursue that which is ahead of you. The holding on to the things from the past is going to keep you in a spiral, right? The eights, if you think about the infinity sign, it can keep you in a cycle. And the Eight of Cups is about breaking cycles and getting out onto the next thing. The Four of Wands is ahead of you. So Spirit is saying there are emotional and maybe even spiritual attachments to things from things in the past that have been affecting you and preoccupying your space, particularly in your heart space is what I'm feeling. It feels like what I would imagine it feels like if you're drowning, like if my lungs were filling up with water. I don't feel that, but that's just what I saw. It was like a heart filling up with lungs filling up with water. And so Spirit is saying like, spit it out, like spit the water out. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're getting CPR and they're pressing down, it's almost like I could see you like holding on instead of letting it go. Spirit saying let it go so that you can fully step into the happiness, joy that is available now, particularly in your home and your living environment. Four of Wands can be your literal home. And so Spirit is saying there's goodness here. Allow yourself to enjoy it. So this is literally giving like exhale, drop your shoulders, like you're not drowning. You're not drowning. So that action feels more like spiritual and you may find that you need support to do that. But there's a spirit is inviting you to release, right? So that you can embrace what is upon you now. Yeah, yeah. That's what I got for you. That's what I got for you. Um, Deja, I think you're next, and then Simone. Oh, I didn't see your. I didn't see your. Yeah, Ashe, Ashe. You're welcome, Imani. And if Imani, you can always message me on the side if something did not make sense. But um, dang, Imani, hold on. What? Look, okay, Imani. This is me being extra. Look, Two of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. What is going on? What are you sitting on? What do you need to make room for? What is it that you want to build? What do you want to do work wise? Like there's something here about like something that you're sitting on. Whatever, there's something here that's abundant for you. And I don't know if you're feeling tied up or something, but or feeling like you don't have something that you need, or you're trying to like balance things or try to get things figured out. I don't know, honey. There's something for you. Oh, okay. Period. Let me tell you something because you said a book. Okay, thank you, Sydney. Thank you, Sydney. Love when the bestie gonna tell on you. Um, cause I was and see it makes sense. You got multiple. You see how this tree is holding on to the pinnacles, baby. Put it out. Put it out. Put it out. Eight of Pentacles. I love when this card comes up for writers because this is the card of revision. Do the work. Revise, revise, revise. Do the work. This is diligence. This is going back to the thing. This is being with the work. The Eight of Pentacles in the Rider Waite Smith is normally it's like a man that's away from town, which means you can't be distracted. This is something you got to get with you and spirit alone, and you chisel and you chisel and you chisel and you just keep going. It's not exactly the way you want it. That's okay. We revise and we go again. And it's not exactly the way you want it to be, and you go again. So go back to it. Don't give up too soon. All right. I don't like child. Uh-huh. See, look, bottom of the deck, King of Wands. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. And by me, I mean don't play with you, Imani. Okay. I'm done. I'm off your head, boo. I'm done, done. Where is Deja? All right. Thank you, Spirit. What's the action that Deja what should Deja be taking? What action should Deja be taking? Oop, oop. Okay. That wanted to come out. Huh? Deja, you got regeneration and the hermit. Um, so yeah, you do need to rest your body. You do need to rest yourself. You need to pour in um as much as you are pouring out. You pouring out a lot right now. You pouring out a lot. You are like you pouring out a lot, Deja. You need some of that coming back to you. You may need to go on a solo trip, like a staycation. You need to book a room. You need to go somewhere away from everything and everyone. Tell your clients, hey, you ain't gonna better talk to me for like 3 days. Get off social media unless that's something that's pouring into you. If it's something that you're gonna use to pour out, nix that too. You need to spend some time away. You need to go somewhere else. Get literally like out your house. You need to go someplace and take some time for you. You need to just do something that you like. You need to go, if that's reading, if it's watching movies, if it's like you need to actually like pour into you, and you need to do it alone by yourself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, because you balancing a lot. You have the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck too. You balancing a lot of things. Look at that with the King of Cups beneath it. You are you are you have a lot. Oof. Your love for people, your love for the work, your love is so massive, right? Which is exactly why you feel like you're doing this all the time, right? Um, because you're managing a lot, right? I know how it is when you're a care worker. You're managing a lot. You're serving your clients. You're serving the people in your home, your family. You're doing a lot. And it's not that when I say a lot, it's not like negative. That's not like a bad thing. But let's just be honest. The King of Cups does a lot, but the King of Cups can carry a lot too. And also, Spirit is saying you need to pour back into you, boo, at this time. You need to go away. You need to retreat. You just need to go somewhere else. Hmm. That's it. That's all. I I'm gonna lay off. But yeah, that's the action you need to be taking right now. Trying to figure out how where you gonna go for like a weekend and just spend some time. It's okay. You need to be selfish right now. Mhm. Mhm. I'm not surprised that came up for you though. Love you. Mean it. Simone. All right. Let's see. What does Simone need to be focused on? What's the action that Simone can be taking at this time? Wait, not 10 cards now. What's the action that Simone can be taking at this time? Thank you, Spirit. Mm-mm-mm. What's the action? You have the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. The 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. Hmm. I think I know what this is talking about, but oh, okay. Period. All right, that's the confirmation I needed. See, bottom of the deck helps. Bottom of the deck was the 4 of Pentacles. I already kind of had a thought, but I picked it up, and beneath it was the 9 of Pentacles. At this time, I don't know. I don't know why. So this is your business. But Simone, what I'm hearing for you is that you actually need to treat yourself. Treat yourself. Um, like do something with your money that is for you. Do something with your money that is for you. You say your Taurus moon. I'm literally trying to like listen for more, and like that's all that I'm hearing. Like is doing something for yourself. Um, Let me get clarity. What's the 10 of Pentacles? Page of Pentacles. Well, let me show you. I forgot y'all can't see my table. Page of Pentacles. What's the 2 of Swords talking about? Page of Wands. Mm, Page of Wands. Give me one more. You okay? Five of Pentacles, Justice. Are you trying to move? I see your comment, but I can't see it. Not yet. Okay. Give me one more clarifier. This one? No, not that one. You got a lot of pentacles, baby. It's something. It's definitely something here with your money. I ain't trying to give you no money advice, but other than I think you are to be treating yourself more. Um, but there's a family component here too. That I'm trying to like tap into. But sometimes, they don't let me tap into stuff. So I'm trying to figure out what they're saying so that I can give you something clear. Something about this feels like family. Give me one more. What's the focus? That's wild. I pulled that card out and they said not that card and it came back out. Okay. Um, is it? I don't know if this is happening now or this is something in the future, but if there's something going on in your family where there's like rifts or drama or conversations around money or something like that. Um, it almost feels like okay, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. It can be family or it can be chosen family. It can be a group of friends, but it's a collective of people. It seems like that's around you. There's some things that you should not involve yourself in. Um, there's some things that and you might at some point feel like you have to choose between maybe two people or two groups or two something. There's something about like it literally felt like you were like doing like this, like, oh wait, this and that, or them and that person. um Focus on you. Like the action that you should be taking is like centering yourself even in the dynamic, because there are some things that are like not your business is the only way that I'm getting it. But I don't know why that was so hard for me to ascertain, because like if there's a rift or there's something going on, but something in your family, if there's something going on, and it could be ancestral, child, sometimes the lines be beefing, it's going to work itself out. You just don't need to get in the middle of it. These are the cards that I'm looking at, by the way: the Hanged Man and the Seven of Pentacles. It's gonna get resolved, but your business is to focus on you. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Focus on you, your money, your time, your resources, your energy. Yeah, so that you don't feel split. You know what I'm saying? Um, and when it comes to decisions that you are making, rely heavily on your ancestral team. They will direct you. They will direct you. It feels like your ancestral team they have a very like distinct way that they communicate with you. Um, So go to them directly. I feel like they're gonna really give you tea. That's the only way. Is that I don't know why that was hard for me to ascertain, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. I hope that that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, it kind of feels like stay out the way of drama and stuff, and let it work, let things work itself out, and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm glad I didn't get in the middle of that because that wasn't about me. Let me focus here. I hope that makes sense. If not now, later. Let's see. We have C. C. Spirit. What's the action that C should be taking or focusing on at this time? Hmm. See, you also have Ten of Pentacles and you have the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck for you was the Four of Wands. Um, building your again, this is with family, but also like your legacy. I don't know if you have little ones. Um, So this could be literally like your familial legacy, like your like little like children or even children in the family. It can also be you nurturing your your ideas, your creative ideas because at this time not only do you have ancestral backing but the idea is sustainable and something that will last for a while. So whatever it is that you are cooking up, go with it. You also have the four, like I said, the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Wands is talking about milestones. So this is a time for you to celebrate or to be shuffled again and got the world. If this is something a time that you are celebrating, um, if this is a time where I'll say it like this, not if celebrate your wins. Recognize the milestones that you have achieved and don't allow them to be like stamped out or belittled. Take the ideas that you have and really craft them, really hone in on them, really allow yourself to play. Really allow yourself to play. For you and for C and for Simone, it feels like y'all got some money coming in because y'all both got Ten of Pentacles, so that's just an aside, but money looks good. Money looks real good. hmm Okay. Jemiah, thank you for the super chat. Boo. Let's see. Spirit, what's the action that Jemiah should be taking or focusing on at this time? What's the action? This one. Four of Wands. Nine of Cups. Ooh, okay. Um, Jemiah, um, it's like it's literally like your world. Your pleasure is what you should be focusing on right now. Whatever. Um it's like your ancestral team is like your wish is their command. So for right now, place a demand on the things that you want in your prayer life, um, and watch it start to unfold. This is the time for you to be shooting for like the things that seemed impossible before, because the Nine of Cups is the card of wish fulfillment. So shoot your shot. That's what these cards are for you. Shoot your shot. Bottom of the deck was the Five of Swords. In addition to the Five of Swords being a card that's kind of prickly that people don't really like, it can speak to um, arguments, like fussing and all of that. Um, it's also the card of perseverance. So again, shoot your shot, go for the goal, go all the way. Five of Swords is my card of Malcolm X, by any means necessary. So what are the things that you're supposed to go for? Look, I picked that up and got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is the ungovernable page. It's the one that don't give a fuck. So what are the opportunities? What are the things that you are applying for or should be applying for, that you're writing or should be writing, that you're talking about or should be talking about at this time? Spirit saying, put yourself out there with faith and yeah, put your dream on the line. Ask them for it and then put your faith to it. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Oh Lord, where's my? There we go. I'm like, where are my things? Oh, you're welcome. See, you're welcome. Yeah, Jemima, put yourself out there. You're welcome. Moving on to Adeze. How you doing, love? Adeze. All right. Spirit, what is the shake yourself loose? Hi, kitty. Simone, if you have questions, you can always message me. I don't know why. I don't know why yours is. It was hard for me to. I'm telling you, sometimes people's ancestors block me from seeing things. It's dead ass. Um, so, um, if that's the case, if you have questions or if you would like clarity, just let me know and we can sidebar. I did say. Mm. Daisy, when's the last time you took like a spiritual bath or did any kind of cleansing? Because I keep hearing like shake. First, it was like I literally shook at first, and then I started singing "Shake yourself loose, everything that binds you up," and then I started hearing Mariah Carey, "Gotta shake it off." Like there's something that needs to get up off you. You know what I'm saying? Like something that needs to get off of you. So I would say talk with your ancestors about a spiritual cleanse or something like breaking up like old energy. Um, what's the action that a desert needs to take or focus on at this time? Thank you, spirits. Mm, mm. Yeah, you got roots and Three of Cups. Love this because this roots card is the ancestral card. For me, the Three of Cups is also spirit activity. We'll talk about what it means in the world of tarot. This is a time for you to be social, to go out, to be seen, to play, to laugh, to be with your homies, like kiki with your friends. Like this is a time for you to do that. That's the action that you should be focusing on. It's having a good time. Having a good time, right? This might even be a good time for you to have like a reunion. When's the last time you like hung out with your homies and spent a lot of good time? It is also a time for you to have a key with your spirits. So I don't know. This could be that they're wanting you to have a more regular practice with them, like more regular time to talk with them, relate to them. Um, It could also be a call for you to be in connection with, or maybe just call someone in your family, a grandparent, a parent, a sibling. Um, but there's something here about you and connecting with friends, people who you love, and people who love you at this time. Yeah. With the world. It just feels like this is a card of gathering, right? And so getting people around you at this time, being social is what they want you to be focused on right now. Um oh, okay, Simone. I see your oh shit, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. I don't know why I'm oh, I forget. Child, I miss my big computer. You got a similar message. Okay. 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 Well. If it came up twice, then I don't know. Maybe we don't have nothing to talk about. You might just have to, at this point, you might have to go to your spirits. But if you still feel like there's something that you want to talk with me about, by all means, hit me up. Adeze, I hope that's helpful. I hope you have fun. They want you to go have fun, boo. Go do some things. Go do some things. Uh-huh. I see you. Go hang out. I'm screaming the way I wasn't expecting that. What did you think they was gonna say? You thought they was gonna have you give you some work to do? I told you everybody's work is not the same. Everybody's action is not the same. Yeah, it's time for you to just chill out. Chill out. But I do think that it's important for you, Adeze, to get to have a more regular like conversation with your spirits. Be with them more. Um, whether that's prayer. Again, I did get that shape message, so there might be something that you need to address spiritually as far as cleanliness. But period. Popping out by Cherry 22 is on repeat for sure. Popping out tonight. Okay, period. I know that's right. Period. All right, we have Sydney. Sydney. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, is this that's the card for Sydney? Okay. You got a card jumping out the deck, boo. All right, let me get one more for Sydney. This one on top. Huh. Huh. You have the inverted tree, which would be the hanged man, and you have the 10 of Wands. Hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Sydney. This feels like a time for you to, because the inverted tree is asking for you, is inviting you to pause at this time so that you don't get overwhelmed. hmm It's asking for, yeah, just a, it's giving pause and just and pay attention. Like this really feels like a season for you, or at least in this moment. And I know that that doesn't sound like action, but it is action because when I think of the inverted tree, if I think about the hanged man, I often think about spiders. And I'm sorry if you have arachnophobia, but I think about spiders and I think about how spiders be um, chilling until they're like as they're like they make their web and then they just chill, right? There's nothing that they have to do for their prey to lure their prey doesn't see the web, and then so they just wait. um they wait. So there's something about you and the gift of observation. You observe and you take in information, and the information that you gather is vital for your survival, is vital for like knowing what to do and what not to do based off of watching other people. So, as you move through life, at least in this season, I'm here for the next like at least 3 months. Like, don't feel rushed. Don't allow yourself to feel rushed. Like, you move when you feel inspired to, when your spirit says to. The bottom of the deck for you was the Ace of Cups. You are inspired by love, by spirit, by feeling. So allow yourself to just observe and be in that. Be in your own cool waters. Yeah, be in your own cool waters. Okay. I was trying to make sure there was nothing else here. No. That feels complete for now. I hope that that was helpful for you. Mm-hmm. Like laying in the ocean, letting the current drift me around. Mm-hmm. Like that's action. That's action. Because you're gathering information, right? You're hearing from spirit. You're seeing things with your hoodoo eye that everybody else couldn't see. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Haley, how you doing? How you doing? All right, and we have Emilia. Hi, friend. Let's see. Let's see. What is the action Emilia can be taking at this time or focusing on? Taking now or focusing on? Uh oh. Uh oh. Hold on. That card? Okay. Wait. Because they trying to jump. Right? Hey, JT. Good to see you, boo. We are, for those who are just joining, we had a tarot talk about taking action, and I am answering that question for folks tonight by donation. So if you want to jump in, you can use a super chat or you can pay by the link in the description if you want to join in. Otherwise, after Emilia, we're going to call it a night. Um, if you did pay by one of the links in the description, let me know so that, because I don't have. Let me make sure, because yeah, it doesn't readily show me. I mean, it does, but I can't see who. Hold on. Will it show me? No, yeah, I can see it. Okay. All right. Let's see. Emilia. Hmm. What action should Emilia be taking? Or okay. Page of Swords, Four of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Um, I don't know why I'm getting good shit up. Emilia. Um, why you say yikes? Because I was literally thinking like fucking shit up. That's what it's giving to me. But I don't know if you heard me say it under my breath. But I say that I mean, because you have the devil at the bottom of the deck, and it's just giving disruption. Mm, mm. Like, Emilia, I think you know this probably, but like, there are some people who are supposed to be disruptors. The Page of Swords is so. The Page of Swords is a disruptor. The Page of Swords, I say, is ungovernable. Like, you can't really tell them what to do. Um, the Page of Swords is also someone who I call like a channel, a clear channel who, um, yeah, like they receive spirits and they receive information to me very clearly. I don't know how other people interpret the Page of Swords, but that's what I see. They're also someone who's well learned, who studies, and so I think that when the Page of Swords is clear, like they could see through the bullshit, and it's very much so when you see something, say something. Um, so right. If that's what you feel called to do, speak. If that's what you feel called to do, um, hmm. Tell me about the Four of Swords, Spirit. Before I even get to that, because even the devil, like the devil is that card of like feeling comfortable in the muck and mire, right? And the Page of Swords will come in there and be like, nah, like you out in here being comfortable, but this shit is killing you. So I don't know if there's something you're supposed to be writing or some type of speaking. Maybe you're supposed to be yapping on live or something. But it feels like there's a message on you or something in you that like um you're supposed to be putting out there. But let me see. Spirit, tell me about the Four of Wands. Because you know the Four of Wands is people coming around, right? It's often like it's very social. Um it can be a party, a social event. It's almost like Page of Cups. Hmm. What's the Two of Pentacles? There's a Knight of Wands. I knew that was gonna come back out at some point for somebody. Hmm. A Chariot. I don't know. It kind of feels like to me, Emilia, from these cards, it feels like there's something that you're supposed to be saying or doing that needs to get out. You got these movement cards, the Chariot, the Knight of Wands, and this Two of Pentacles. It might be a couple of things. Might be a couple of things that you're supposed to be putting out into the world, letting be seen. I need to watch Winter's reading. I need to see what he said. When is the full moon? Oh God, has it passed already? Are we? Oh Lord. Yeah, it's something. Something needs to. There's some type of something needs to. You need to be making. Oh, 11:11 for the East Coast. Period. Um, there's something. In fact, it's getting dark in my room. I need to turn the lights on. Oh, thank y'all. It's tomorrow. Okay. Um, I feel like you. I'm just going. I'm not gonna make it hard. I'm not gonna make it hard. I think you have a message. You got. There's something for you to say or do that may be disruptive to folks. I don't know which folks, but they may be disruptive to folks. Um, and I think that you need to get it out. You need to say it. That nobody is the boss of the Page of Swords. Nobody is the boss of the Page of Swords. You can't tell the Page of Swords nothing. But I do know that the Page of Swords, like they don't have their bullshit like tolerance is real low. And if with the Two of Pentacles here, um, there's something that needs to progress. Yes, there you go. Is that there's something here that needs to progress. And it could be, Emilia, that you have something to say that is like the disruption is going to ignite. Maybe it's going to put a flame under some people's ass, right? And it could be within your social group. It could be like within your actual community. It could be people who are like in protection, like to protect your community, like the people who are outside of your community, right? Who might be a threat to your community. But yeah, it feels like you just have a message. So if there is something on your heart to say, say it. If it's something on your heart to do that sounds like in this realm of what I'm talking about, do it. And even too, because the Page of Cups is here, even if it's not addressing something big like, oh, this is like something that's like going on like globally, nationally, as we were talking about earlier, right? It might not be something that big. It might be you needing to advocate for something that is very important to you and inner you, right? Page of Cups being baby. There may be something that little Emilia needs to say that maybe you can be the advocate for. Um, yeah, maybe you are their advocate. Mm, Particularly if in spaces where maybe things have felt out of control or that you were not in control of them, devil card. Um, there's something about the way that you can finally say the thing that needs to be said or do the thing that needs to be done, that will make people open their eyes and see you and hear you and receive you without you having to like mask or like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not about being palatable. Like it's not about being palatable. That's all I got. I'm just kind of that's yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Hey Lee, I see you. Hey April, how you doing? Period. Let's see. Oh, it's the full moon is peaking now? Oh, okay. I hope that was helpful, Emilia. Let's see for Lee. Yes, Lee. Lee, what is the action that you can be taking at this time? It's getting dark in here. I gotta turn the light on. What's the action spirit that Lee can be taking at this time or can be focused on at this time? Mm-mm-mm-mm. This one. Okay. Lee, Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Oh, I love this for you. Hmm. When it comes to like it feels like they're like you're just in an auspicious time right now. I would say this is a really good time for you to like I said this earlier to somebody else, but place a demand on the thing that you really want. What might be helpful, talk to your spirits to make sure to get clarification. Money working may be auspicious for you at this time. But again, check with your spirit. Mm. So, hmm. This is gonna sound like really sweet. Maybe it'll sound sweet to you. It sounds sweet to me. This is a the action for you to take right now is to like take up a hobby. I know it sounds simple, but take up a hobby, something that is not going to stress you out, something that's like something that it can challenge you, right? But it doesn't have to be like strenuous and stress you out. Something that's going to bring you joy. But taking up a hobby right now would actually be like that is one of the actions that you could take at this time that will be supportive for you. Mm. And then what are the seeds that you want to plant at this time? What are the things that you want to see have longevity in your life? Invest yourself into those actions at this time, whatever they are. And lead from a place of, as you're determining what those things are, lead from a place of what is going to actually what is going to um, um, be like a renewal, like a restoration. What's going to continue to restore me time and again, right? hmm Um, if you have something that you want to do that is for money, this is a time to get started. So if you're starting a business, if you're starting a business, a side hustle, this is the time for that. Again, though, do not, this is the warning, let the thing grow, the seed that you're planting, without overcomplicating it. You don't need all the extra, right? Focus on the thing that is going to bring you joy, that's going to nourish you in the thing, right? That you're putting forward. hmm Ooh, yeah. Someone says try knitting. hmm Knitting does sound meditative. I don't knit, but I crochet, and it's very like you can zone out doing that. hmm You're welcome. Okay, JT, I see you. Uh, April says, "Hey, friend, I've been good, busy with work. Uh-huh. That's so sweet. I love when y'all be talking to each other in the chat. Um, oh no, it's not. It's not too late. You can donate through super chat or one of my links. Just let me know when you do it so I can add you to the queue. Okay, let's get on to I wanted to reiterate to you again, Lee, because you had Temperance at the bottom of the deck. You will know, your body will tell you when it's too much. If you're like, well, how do I know if it's, what's my limit? Your limit. Trust your body. And your ancestors are like, yours, stressing yourself out is not your, like, stress is not your portion. So make sure that you have things in place. One being just listening to your body. Don't go past that limit. Nurturance. Nurturance. JT, what's the action that Jerusalem can be taking at this time? What's the action to focus on, or y'all, I feel like I don't pull the Four of Wands for y'all so many times, but also this Ten of Pentacles for you. This is literally your family, Jerusalem. I don't know if you have. I don't know what's going on with your family right now. Um, but the thing to focus on right now is your family and your support, your family and or your support system. So I don't know if you are spending time with them, enough time with them, but being with your people is going to be supportive for you right now. The people that you know you can take your wins and your losses to, focusing on that, letting that be your stability and your resource, right? Your reason to keep going. You got regeneration. So this may be a time for you to figure out, where can I put my root system to receive the nutrients to keep coming back, right? That's what's gonna be key for you right now. Well, moving out of NYC, moving back home for a time to recenter. That's it. That's what this is about. That's damn. That's real loud. Okay, well, I don't have nothing else to say. Spirit is saying that this, then let this be confirmation that you made the right choice, even if it's not the choice that you wanted to make. You're supported in it, and you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be all right. And with the Four of Wands tells me there's gonna be a good time there too. So if you were concerned about that, you you all right. You're covered. You're good. Yeah. Mm. Love that. Love that. You're good. Um, April, I'm waiting on you to tell me where you are. Um, you'll probably be the my best friend just said, what you doing? I said, I'm on live doing readings. Oh Lord. Oh, what is my cash app? It is Jeida K. It is Jeida K. Um, okay. April. Okay, you're gonna be my last one for the night. So you came in on time. Because I'm losing light, and if I get up, I ain't gonna want to get back down because I'm on the floor. April, let's see. I ain't gonna want to get back down. All right, Spirit, what should April rain? What should April be focused on or taking action on at this time? Sorry, I was having a thought, y'all. Excuse me. What should April? Oh, let me switch so I can see your name. There we go. Ooh. April, you have the Chariot and the Four of Cups. Hey, let's get away. Uh, there are some actions for you to be taking, some progress to be made. I'm wondering, like, how much you might need to literally, because that's what I heard that hey, let's get away song. Um, if you need to like change your scenery at this time, like going on a road trip, going to a beach, going someplace to just change your scenery, particularly if you've been feeling kind of blah or like down in the dumps, a trip, like it doesn't have to be a long trip, but just someplace where you can drive that it might be supportive for you at this time. Um Also, when it comes to your spiritual life, um um doing meditations and like going on spiritual trips may be helpful for you and supportive as well. Um, so like I'm thinking like going into trance, doing guided meditations. Those things you may find those particular things supportive for you at this time. Mm. Yeah, there's really a need here to kind of like shift your energy or to kind of redirect and bring you back. And so whatever the things that you are that help you clear your mind, that help you rejuvenate your spirit, that's what spirit wants you to focus on right now. Is bringing in that fresh wind. Like I love this chariot card, bringing in that fresh wind to kind of like bring you back to yourself. There it is. Yeah, you've been trying to do that recently. Yeah, I'm assuming you mean like the guided meditations going into trance and things like that. Is that what you mean? If so, that's supported. Like, yeah, like yeah, even like here on YouTube, there are like places. Dang, I ain't gonna be able to. I turned up my brightness to make my face bright, but I'm getting it's getting real dark. There or even like guided meditations here on YouTube that you can listen to that might help you. There's some that I've seen that have been like that I've seen and done, like meeting ancestors. So sometimes ancestors come forward. Um, Meeting your spirit guide or having a conversation with your spirit guide. All those types of things you may find really, really supportive. Um, hmm You've been trying to clear your head, find your way back to gain some clarity and grounding. Yeah. Yeah, the Four of Cups, speaks to that for sure. So you just need to find some type of practice that's going to be really supportive for you doing that. Particularly if you have just like a lot happening in your mind, because you got the Five of Swords. If you have a lot going on, if you like replaying conversations or like it just feels really loud in your mind, in your head, yeah, like Spirit is saying, like like cleanse the energy. Even if you have to like sweep in your home, like cleanse in your home in your literal environment, that can help to kind of like give you fresh perspective and just again change the wind, the energy in the space. But yeah, doing these types of things will be helpful for you to do at this time. Yeah. hmm hmm I see a comment, but I can't read it yet. hmm Yay! I'm so glad that it's helpful. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. hmm Yeah. And if you need, like, as I say to all y'all, if y'all have questions or need support in anything, want clarity on anything that I said, let me know. And y'all know how to find me. My email is hello@jeidakstory.com. And y'all can always leave me a comment here. I hope that y'all enjoyed this tarot talk. This is really cute. I might do more of these. Um, um, I will. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. My favorite meditations on here. There was one that I did. Um, there was one that I did on here. I'll list two. There's two of them. The ones that I just described, meeting your spirit guide and like meeting with your ancestors. I will put those in the comments. I gotta find them. I don't know if y'all familiar with Bahati Life. Bahati Life. Wait, is it Bahati Life? It might be Bahati Life. She has the one that's for meeting your spirit guide, and I had a really powerful experience with that. Um, and the other one, I can't remember the name of the creator, but it was the one for meeting your ancestors. It was nice. I didn't really, at that time, I did not meet an ancestor I did not know, but I certainly felt presence, and it was super cool. Yeah, Jess, thank you. That's that. Yes, love her. She's sweet. She seems really sweet, at least. Yes. So Jess has the one for meeting your spirit guide, which was really powerful because the spirit guide did come forward, who I didn't know was walking with me. But then it made sense. I was like, "Oh, hey, girl," respectfully. But yeah, so I will post those in the description box after this is done, so that y'all can check it out. But I would say check out Insight Timer is another app that has plenty of meditations on them that are so cool. You can just kind of scroll through. Um, and check them out to see what resonates, because sometimes you do a meditation, you're like, oh, that's not really hitting. um and then there are some meditations where you just decide, oh, I don't want anyone to guide me, like maybe it's just music. So like now there are times when I will like do like my own going into trance practices where there's no one talking, it's just me with my spirits. There are sometimes when I go into the Akashic records and there's no one speaking. There's just, I meditate that way. And so, yeah, these are all really cool things to practice and to try. So yeah, if you have questions, just let me know. I'm glad that y'all love Jess. Yeah, I will absolutely. I will share those meditations in the comments after this, because yeah, I want people to try it out, and if it's going to be helpful for your growth and for clearing your mind and just zoning out, not in a dissociative way, but just, I should say tapping in, I should say connecting. Then yeah, I highly recommend those. Yeah, Liz says, I love movement for meditation or drawing and coloring. It's okay if your brain needs to do something to relax. Absolutely. I think like for me, like y'all know, one, I'm black, I'm a hoodoo, and so, and I'm like, we African. And so there are, you don't have to just be quiet. You're right, Liz. So thank you for bringing this up. You don't have to meditate in that way. Some people meditate through movement. Some people meditate through dance. Like when I think of going into trance, if you're one who does the ring shout to my hoodoos, you know what I'm talking about. You can be in trance through movement. In fact, that is a great way to get into trance, is through movement. There are people who pray and speak in tongues, or light language or angel language in different ways. You can go into trance that way. Um, yeah, there are so many ways that you can meditate and be with your people. Um, yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love this, Liz. It's like coasting yourself back into your body. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. Humming, moaning, rocking, all of that is just like such a great way to be in trance. Like you could just like that right there. If I could like rock my body long enough, pretty soon I'll be like in a meditative state where now I'm open, I'm clear, and I can hear the spirits. I can speak to the spirits. They might start showing me pictures. I might start hearing sounds. I might start hearing songs, right? Like there's so many ways to be like that. Yeah. Imani says, I'm meditating while cooking right now. Like, oh yeah, I love that. I love that. So I love the how we ended this conversation around activity and moving forward with how do we ground? How do we center? How do we, again, remember, right? And so the remembrance is not always, it doesn't always look one way. It can also be, like Liz said, how do I coax myself back into my body, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are the ways that I can engage with this practice, right? Liz says anything that gets you into flow state, right? And it's okay often, which y'all don't know, I haven't made public, but I'm actually like, I've been training in hypnosis because I think that going into trance is helpful. And sometimes we don't know how to do it on our own. So we might need a guide to help us go into trance, right? And so one of the things that I tell people when we're doing like trance, like meditations, or we're going into a deep state of trance, uh, I let people know, like, hey, when those thoughts, if you're having thoughts as they come, you can acknowledge them and release them and let them go. So, to this comment, April, that's okay. It's okay. You don't have to make yourself be focused. That might be what your brain or your spirit wants you to focus on, right? And also we're just busy. It takes a lot for ourselves to kind of like get into a relaxed state, and that's okay. And so I just tell my clients, like, if you're noticing, if you're having any thoughts about X or any thoughts at all, wonderful, great, you're doing a good job. You can just, as it comes, just let it float away. And then not to come back to silence, but come to where you want to be in this moment. Hmm. And sometimes I'll even say, as you are deepening into trance, as you notice thoughts start to come across your mind, those thoughts are going to lead you into deeper trance, right? And so then I'm able to use what is happening as a way to get them into deeper relaxation. So you're never doing it wrong. It's so dark in here. Oh my God. Like, it's so dark in here. So you're never doing it wrong. You're never doing it wrong. Yeah. Is it Keela? Kyla? I like that humming and rock. I like that humming and rocking. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, C says same. I've been wanting to try movement because my mind is so restless. Try it. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. April says, I start having convos and talking through my issues, which can help clear my mind as I think about it. Absolutely. Prayer is meditation. And so if you're talking through your things, like, just allow yourself to say, okay, like, I obviously need to talk these things out. So let me talk them out loud to my ancestors. Let me talk them out loud to myself and to myself, right? And trust that I am being witnessed in this moment. Let that be, and that can be meditative. Hmm. Yeah. Good stuff. I can talk about this all day, honey. I love this stuff. Yeah. Mm, I love it. Well, y'all, thank you so much for tonight. This has been wonderful. Let me know in the comments if you like this and you want to keep having tarot talks, because I could just bring another card and we could talk about something else. But it's so important for us to, I think, be attuned. Like, what are the things that we can do? From the carpools that we did today, for some people, it was like, go have fun, go have a ball. For others, it was like, splurge on yourself. You're not spending enough money on yourself. Do things that you enjoy. For others, it was like, hey, just stay out of it. Just observe, right? For others, get a hobby, start that business, do the thing, right? So our actions vary, right? They vary. And they're all equally important. Remember, we're not all doing the same things right now, but we are all in action. Yeah, yeah. April, we love you. We do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Liz says brains think a lot of thoughts, especially when you're tired. Sometimes you just have to let it spin or drown it out with a podcast. That will help too. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Imani. Always doing it for the team, child. Well, I love y'all, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you for joining me live. If you're watching on the replay, thanks for hanging out for this long and staying in the conversation. I appreciate it so much. Um, I hope to see you real soon. When I get my whole setup, y'all, we'll go back to doing pick of cards, and all the things that I used to do. But for now, I'm just kind of winging it. This is me showing up and just and serving the way that I can. Thank y'all for trusting me to divine for you. I pray that you heard at least one thing that you can hold on to that's gonna help you and serve you through the rest of this time, this season. I love y'all. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And we'll talk real soon. Bye. Let's see, do I have my little fancy go out music? Ciao. Let's see. Let me see.